This year I asked 31 VTubers to give me their character designs and emote references, and I drew an emote for each one of them for 20 minutes each. I streamed them on all Fridays of October, and this is a video that shows a time-lapse of me making all of them with some chatter in between. Heyo! I'm Kuwa Go, an artist, animator, and usually an owl VTuber. I make assets for streaming such as animated alerts, emotes, character sheets, and even VTuber models such as the one that you're looking at right now. All my socials are just Kuwa Go the Owl if you're interested in looking at my other artworks. Now then, let's begin, shall we? So, for the first VTuber that we're gonna work on is for GrayHoundVT. I already have the folders ready over here, and I even have the references and also the colors ready, just so that we could keep things going along. And then when it comes to me making emotes, I wanted to make them exaggerated. I want to make their expressions like really out there, especially since the emotes are just like a small scale kind of thing. So I want the expression for this one in particular to be kind of slouchy, and then maybe with a hand. Although I get the feeling that I already did this expression, but that's okay. How are you this good at drawing? I've been trying to be as good as you for a while, and I suck. That's okay. It's a lot of practice and a lot of patience for yourself. And also a lot of reference using and a lot of being proud of where you are in terms of your growth. Don't compare your growth to others, which also applies to a lot of other things, not just in art. What is that quote? Something is the thief of art or something. Like if comparison is the thief of art? I don't know. Something like that. I like that quote more than the original now. Yes. Whatever it is that I said just now, yes. something thief of creativity. You also gotta forgive me, folks at home. Sometimes, Mummy's memories isn't as it used to be. First emote done! Yippee! Moving on to LilacPotato. So what they wanted me to create is a waving emote of the alert version that I've done. I need you to tutor me on drawing, please. I'd love to, but the thing is, there are plenty of other resources out there. And also, I'm not very good with teaching people. Maybe, someday, I'll do like a drawing crash course kind of thing. Because I think maybe that's the most that I can do right now, just crash courses. Because I'm really rusty with teaching things to people right now. It's been a while since I've mentored someone, but we'll see. How to draw step-by-step Kuwa edition. Alright. Maybe someday. Because me personally, I don't think I have a solid kind of art style for me to teach it to others. Because yeah, I can teach you the fundamentals of drawing, but you can learn that elsewhere. I'm pretty sure what you'd want to learn from me is how I do things. And for me to teach you that, I have to learn myself what those things are that's unique to me, like to my style. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And then glasses, maybe I'll use the same silver as the clip, and I'll just do a one pass. There you go. Second emote done. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and hide that and go to the next one, which is for SoulKingXander. Yep, and you just tutored me on how to get drawing advice, I think. Yeah, exactly. The fundamentals of drawing and stuff. The first thing that maybe I think you should do is to have a bit of discipline in drawing something every day. It doesn't have to be complex. You just have to draw something every day so you remember that, oh, I wanted to learn how to draw. I want a bit of like an underbite kind of situation because there's a little bit of an underbite situation going on in the reference. And I want like a bit of a concern eyebrow. I'm kidding, but I should give you a donation. Hey. Think about it. Low prio stuff, okay? I appreciate it, but if you got groceries for this month, or if you got other things to spend on, I don't know, snacks, bills, you can just tip me by watching me and also interacting with the chat every now and then. And also maybe subscribing and or watching my ads, because ad revenue and stuff. But I think the ad revenue something or whatever isn't that big anyway. Either way, what I'm trying to say is if you want to donate, just make sure that it's like extra money that you can spend, not like, oh, I gotta compromise, I gotta sacrifice my groceries just to tip my favorite content creator, Kuwa Go the Owl. Don't do that. I appreciate it, but don't do that. Prioritize yourself first. Oh, so that was my timer. Alright. Okay. Very cute. Thank you. So the next one that we're gonna be working on is GoddessKaraVT. I have a reference picture right here, and looking at their character design, I'm glad that we're just doing a 20-minute emote, and their chosen emote is of a zoom-in face. So it's like, nice. This should be easy enough for me. So what I did was, I took the same eyes and put it here, and then we're gonna use the same asset, and then we're just gonna draw over it. We've done the 4th emote for today's stream. Yippee! We are fast like lightning, haha. Well, I do wanna move it a little bit, like the eyes. So it's kind of in between the mouth part. So it's not super samesies. Now, for the next one, we're gonna be working on lunaleliVT. No, my dyslexia! lunaleli. We're gonna be working on her emote next. And they requested for a thinking emote. Okay, got it. FF14 is so much reading, I know! But at least, finally, I'm able to absorb the story, and we're currently only on ARR. I've heard that it gets better later, and I keep thinking, oh, it's kinda like how people would say how The Office works, or how Friends work, wherein, oh, it gets better after the first 2 seasons, or something like that. I skipped all the story I could in ARR. It was brutal. No! I mean, I tried doing that a few years ago. Maybe that's also why I dropped the game initially, because it's like, I don't understand what's going on. Maybe I'll just take a break from the game, and then, I just forgot about it. I think maybe for me, okay, it helps that I read it out loud and on stream. So if I have any questions with what's going on in the story, I'm just like, hey, folks at home, what's going on? I try to be like, oh, so it's like this and this and this, right? And then you folks at home would just, correct me or confirm with me if I'm understanding the story so far. Remember that one side quest in ARR 10 years ago? Yeah, that's the prelude of the next expansion, right? Dang it. It's like, oh man, should I have read everything? Oh man, I can't speak. Yeah! So when you crop it, kind of looks like that. You can still see a bit of purple. And we've completed our 5th emote for today. Yippee! We're going fast! I love it! Yeah! I'm glad you like it, Lulu. we're gonna be working on RealDoskii's static emote. They've decided on this expression. So cute! I forgot the artist's name for this emote set, but I also used reference for my sample emotes as well. And it's really nice that they remade, because this is like the second version of the emote set, and both versions are super cute. Why did you move to America, if you don't mind me asking? I am in Canada right now. I moved here for a better life. And also, it's very hot in the Philippines. It's been some time since I moved out, actually. And I'm having fun. I'm having a great time. The air here is really fresh. Plus, snow. What? I never experienced snow. Not until last year when I moved here, but wow, snow! Maybe on the third year of me experiencing snow, I'll start to hate it, but right now I'm like, oh wow, yippee, snow! But we'll see after next year. I'll probably be like, oh, I hate snow, it gets everywhere, so cold, ooh, dries my skin. I mean, it happens to me now. When the weather gets a little bit cold, my eyes become super, super dry. I think maybe I do want to take a bit of artistic liberty and make the whites of the eyes just a bit brighter. Yes. There you go. And now we've completed the 6th emote for today. Yippee! So for the first emote of today, we're gonna be working on DalekMusical's static emote. I already have my draft circle ready, and I already have my reference picture as well as the colors that I'll be using for the emote. And then let's go! Big motions for the elbows, shoulders. That's like the #1 big tip from artists for when you draw a lot, so you could avoid having carpal tunnel, is that you move with the elbows and shoulders, not from the wrists. Now that's some solid advice that I'm just throwing out. But it's not from me, I just heard it from somewhere, and then I do it myself, and it actually works. Also because I use a vertical mouse, so I guess that also helps. I'm doing like a hard light effect. That's why the recolored parts are more vibrant. And there you go. Yippee! First emote of the day done. So, for the second emote, we're gonna be working on LilithRaid's static emote. And they want this very, very cute, actually, version of Marin, but of their character. Since I usually draw my emotes facing right, I'll just go ahead and flip this picture. And then I want like John Egbert Homestuck style glasses, wherein they're wearing glasses, but like their eyes are really just circles within the frames. But then the ohoge isn't shown, scene shown. Sometimes I blend my two words together. That's why I have that's how I stutter. Like I try to combine two thoughts or words at the same time, just so I could get it out of there already, or else I'll forget about it forever. Finally, we've done it. Second emote of the day, done. I hope you like it. I'll just send the final files for these assets later in the week. Meaning tomorrow, Saturday. Can't believe it's Friday again. Okay. Kuwa, yeah! Kuwa, yeah! Yeah, that's me! The next one that we're gonna be working on is ReikoWrites. And they would like to have their character hugging a heart, but instead of a heart, it's a kidney, liver, kidney, different organ. That's what we're gonna be drawing today. In lore, you make potions, correct? I cook. Maybe we can do potion making every now and then, but mostly cooking. My lore is that I'm trapped in an enchanted forest, and then Bihun, my mascot, is the one that runs my errands for me for when I want to cook something. Because I'm trapped, I can't leave. So the most that I can do as of right now is to just hang out with you folks on the internet. Like, that's what I have right now. Just thinking of story ideas. We have a writer in our midst. Another writer, yippee! Well, because I'm not a writer. But I do know that we have quite a handful of writers at home. Like at home, you folks in the chat. The world will always need writers. Yeah, totally. I need writers. Not right now. It's low prio stuff when it comes to me writing my lore. Because I've always wanted to make a lore video of myself. But for now, I have other projects that I'm working on for myself. So a lore video is kind of like a bit on the back end. Either way, looking forward to it. Yeah, the lore video. Someday, because I imagine it's gonna be a whole thing, right? Like writing, animating, maybe even music, or I don't know, maybe I'll just download stock audio, but we'll see. Low prio stuff for now, because I really want to make it like an impactful thing, like a really awesome kind of thing. Oh, dang it. There goes my timer. But I'll just do the highlights of the hair. There you go. 20-minute emote done. And this is for ReikoWrites. So for the next emote, we're gonna be working on the TheAniMavy static emote. And for today, they're requesting an emote of either this expression or this expression. But I think I'm gonna go for the shocked expression. Just to change things up. Thank you, Gentle Corgi. Happy affiliate anniversary. Yeah! It's been October 7, 2022 ago since I got my affiliate status. I feel like I kinda wasted the high. Cause I only streamed for 3-4 months or something. And then I went on a really long hiatus. But at least here I am now. And we're making great memories together, you folks and I. And I really appreciate you folks being here until today. We've done it, and now we will be, or rather, I will be moving on. Gotta let go. I just added a bit more detail. Okay, now, promise. We've done it. Yippee! Now on to the 5th emote for tonight, and it is for LocalZombieBat. Oh, look at them. So cute. Circus character, circus outfit for today. The expression that LocalZombieBat wants for their emote is this little guy. Oh, look at it. So whimsy. I like that. I do like that. Okay, so let's see if we can translate this expression to their character. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and draft the overall expression already. Forest children taking care of Mother Kuwa. Thank you. Thank you, forest children. I'm sorry. When was Kuwa a mother? Oh, you know, things have developed in your absence. Nah, sometimes I just like to call myself that. For jokesies, for japes. But that's okay. Shouldn't be too long. But it's more of like a mother that's like, oh, cute, homey, cozy. Not the weird one, of course. Because I'm not about that. That's not me. show you my favorite emoji? I promise none are sus. Promise? Okay, do it. We gotta get back to watching anime. We were working through Adventure Time and it's a lot of episodes, so it might be a while. Especially since Adventure Time released a new miniseries, but I'm taking it easy with them. It's Bihun's first time watching Adventure Time like ever. Sometimes Bihun knows a lot of things, but not a lot of things when it comes to pop culture media, and that's okay. Yeah, aww. Hey, those are all my emotes. Thank you. You like them all? Aw, I appreciate it. I do love Adventure Time as well. I just haven't watched the Fiona and Cake season episodes thing. I have seen screenshots, I got a little spoiled, but that's okay. By the time I finally get to those parts in the show, I'll be like, oh yeah, this happened, because I'd have forgotten that I saw the spoilers. But you know, maybe being forgetful has its pros and cons. Yay! And now there we have the emote for LocalZombieBat. It'll be cropped like this. So see, like the details on the shirt isn't even seen, and also on the hat. So it's okay that we didn't put too much effort on the outside parts of the square. For the last one, we have DACaptJules. Since we've already done the shocked expression, we're gonna do the eye expression. You can watch Adventure Time on YouTube. You just gotta be specific, like say season 1, all episodes, okay. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes each. And then one of the producers or music writers from the show, Rebecca Sugar, went ahead and made Steven Universe, another cartoon that I really like. I even made an artwork of myself in the Steven Universe art style as a crystal gem. Maybe I'll post it sometime if I remember. It's always a if I remember kind of situation. My favorite person is that short purple girl, I forgot her name. I love Amethyst. I also like her character development. Also, my favorite gemstone. I have a lot of amethysts in my arsenal. Why do we like the same thing? I swear I'm not just saying, but I love amethyst and sapphire. I don't have sapphire yet. It's so expensive. Like for real life. But I do also like sapphire the character. Garnet, you know, all of them actually. By the way, a while ago you said you need to get a new mic or something. Why don't you do a donation goal? I could, but it doesn't feel nice to do a sort of donation goal. I would rather do a donation goal thing for a charity. I could if it's like desperate or emergency times, but right now, in my brain, I think I can just save up for it. So the most that you can do for me is like quite literally or legitimately tell your friends about my art and animation, because the commission work, animation work, freelancing thing is my main thing in life, my main job. So if I get commissions, then I'll get more money to save for a new mic. So that's the most that you can do for me right now. It's just to tell your friends about my work, spread the word, or even become a client. It's up to you, but spreading the word I think is the most effective way to get my name out there. I think we're done with this actually, with a minute to spare. What? Yeah, we're done. We finished all 6 emotes for now. For the first static emote for today, we're gonna be working on gonewithlaw's static emote. I recently created their character GIF model. As you can see right here, I'm pretty proud of it. For something a bit different, maybe something with chaotic gremlin mischievous energy. Okay, so what my thought is like, he can be like the pose of Nimona in the movie, wherein she's like metal, and then he can be all chin down, eyes up, and then a bit of fire in the eyes, a bit of maybe the metal like hand sign. Maybe we'll just keep it textless, because I was thinking about adding in the word metal in fire font, but I don't know if we have the time to draw in a fire font. Especially since I'm kind of even though I love fire, I'm not very good at drawing it. I can do a quick little background, a quick cute little fire background, but we'll see. We'll see where 20 minutes takes us. just make the shadows a touch darker. There you go. Hopefully it's believable. It can be believable once we crop it out. Yeah. There you go. First emote done. I hope you like it, gonewithlaw, or law. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. Up next is Sakuranasato's static emote, and it would seem that they want something shy, nervous, crying, cheek puff. As a twist, I know those are options, I could do anything, but they didn't say or. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix all of that. So it's kinda like a cutesy, kinda like similar to my sample emote. There you go! Now that's an emote for sakuranesato. Very cute. Oh, I do, last one, sorry. Sorry, me, because I'm overextending. Just a bit of a highlight like that. Yeah, there you go, that's good enough. And then we'll just carve out the little hair strands in between. It is very bright though, so I'll probably lower the opacity a bit more. 10. There you go. Now that's an emote, so cute! Okay. Up next is retrokaijuu emote. And look at this one, aww. Such a cute little character design. I do love the bold colors. Simple, easy to read, animatable even. Now they want some sort of Puss in Boots kind of face. So I'll do like maybe a head tilt. And they do have circle eyes. I do love circle eyes. Pawsies, because they have pawsies. Oh, pawsies. Look at that, so cute. A bit of, what is it? The dew claw thumb looking thing that cats have. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and erase the parts and things. There you go. Cute little emote for retrokaijuu. Look at it, so cute. Thank you so much for the raid. Also, thank you for the follow, PokeKing237. And hello, I'm Kuwa Go the Owl. I'm a VTuber who plays games with owls and or cooking in them. And I do art and animation every now and then, usually on Fridays. And I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. MT. How's it going? Had a lovely interview? Nice. Nice. It's good that you have an interview today. I hope that it was fruitful and you learned a lot of stuff from your interviewer? We're gonna go ahead and take on the fourth emote, which is for stubbornzombie. And it seems like they want something zombie related, so I took this emote from 88 Studios as a reference. But since I draw my characters facing left to save time, I'm just gonna go ahead and make my own interpretation of the emote. Pikmin is nice. I love Pikmin. Bihun would always call me a weirdo every time I say, oh, I love Pikmin. Oh, I'm excited for Pikmin. But hey, you know, it's good that I find my fellow people out in the wild every now and then, because I've got Pikmin earrings, and whenever I would wear them, every now and then people will be like, oh, I love your Pikmin earrings. So it's like, oh, I'm not alone. There you go. Now that's an emote for stubbornzombie. How do you make emotes fall on the screen like that when someone uses them? It's a VTube Studio feature. I think maybe you just have to link your Twitch into VTube Studio and then it'll do the thing. And there you go. Another emote done. Let's go ahead and go to Okimono's static emote. They want a blushing type like this. And then I think for artistic liberty purposes, I'll also take notes on the circle eyes, because I think it's really cute. What do you know about Pokemon? Of course. Who doesn't know anything about Pokemon these days? They released a new one just this week, and I saw the stellar reviews. It's not that great. The entire map is one whole texture, and a lot of the windows and doors on the overworld are flat, and there's no voice acting. I mean, I get it. Pokemon isn't known for its voice acting, but so is Zelda, and they were able to do a lot of their games with dialogue without voice acting. They do grunts and stuff. They could have done that for Pokemon as well, but they didn't. So I saw this one scene where one of the characters would do like a concert style kind of cutscene, but it was basically just diegetic sounds, sound effects and all that stuff. No music, no lyrics, not even a riff of a guitar or something. Sorry, I just dragged Pokemon in the mud, huh? But that's all the reviews that I've seen today. I'm just parroting what I've seen. I feel embarrassed for Pokemon because Digimon also released recently, like probably this week as well, and the graphics and the performance of that game is much better. Pick a song? Okay, what? Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have voice acting, yeah, but the previous Zelda games don't have voice acting. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is the first of the Zelda series to have voice acting, and it's really nice. A bit jarring at first because everyone's used to the no voice acting thing, but I think, or me personally, I grew to love the voice acted version of Zelda. In my opinion, don't need voice acting for a good game, that's true. But if your cutscenes are framed in such a way that it looks like it should have voice acting, then it becomes awkward if it doesn't have voice acting. Or at least give them grunts. Does anyone here take a walk during the night? I can't do that, you know? Woman problems. Although, where I am right now, I think it's pretty safe. But I definitely couldn't do that back home in the Philippines. And besides, Bihun would be like, "Where are you going? It's so late at night." You're not allowed to go out. It's dark. That's Bihun. Does MT stand for Manitoba? No, it stands for Mountain Time. Mountain Time Zone. Okay, there you go. Now that's an emote for Okimono. Now on to the last one, and it's for GumshoeGamer. Probably have him dizzy or extra confused looking. Oh, I have just the perfect expression for that one. And I'm gonna draw one of my emotes from memory, if I remember. I don't wanna cheat and look at what I have, so at least it's gonna be unique, right? So it's gonna be a bit small, and they're gonna be on the corner. And they'll have big eyes. I think we drew a lot of big eyes emotes today. Ooh, excuse me, that was a freebie. I drank a lot of soy milk during the break. It was great. Excuse you, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh, cute, 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 cute. Too cute. And there you have it. A very confused emote for GumshoeGamer. I hope I didn't leave anything. Checking, checking. Okay, oh right. The highlight of the hair, of course. Highlight, maybe at 30 opacity. Usually the dilemma of artists. Does 30% opacity look good or 40? Or does 41 look good? That's the dilemma. Maybe a little higher. There I am! You can also put my head back on, I think. Or unless you like seeing me this way, it's fine too. Turn off my eyeballs. Oh, there it is! Now I have my head back on and also my eyeballs off. So you're just gonna see my eyes slowly spin. We're gonna be working on Geronimo Kiddo's emote, and they wanted something with this expression in mind. I already have my references and also my color swatches as per usual. And then let's just go ahead and start the timer. Maybe someday I'll have a Twitch channel point redeem wherein you can roulette my models and then I'll look different every stream. You should do a video of showing off all your models. Yeah, that's what the model showcases are for. I'm slowly rolling them out. Well, not all of my models though, because I have VTuber children on the way and I already have their videos queued for 1 month each. And I think I have model showcases all the way up to April, May next year, or August, July, something like that. 1 a month. That's the plan. Messy hearts. Maybe 3. And then maybe like some random tiny ones. So it's not super obvious that I placed hearts on each corner but not on the lower left. Because that's where the hands are right now. There you go. Yippee! First emote done for Geronimo Kiddo. Oh, that seems like it would kill your PC. The roulette. Oh, yeah, that too. Maybe when I have my my updated PC, then we'll do a model roulette. I love it. Yeah, hello, Geron. Oh, that's you! I just connected the dots. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's you! So cute. The next one is for weisskitsu. This is actually one of my VTuber models, both from 2021 and from this year. This is their updated model. For today, they want an expression like this, like a hey. Oh, I can't emote right now because I'm just a pumpkin head. But you can imagine, right? Imagine if you may. How many models do I have currently for this year? Check my wiki. Oh, we have a wiki! Wow! So let's see. We have the chibi, the .75, the scuffed one from the charity event, the 2023 one. How many is that? This current one, the pumpkin one? I think I have a lot, actually. A handful at least. And there you go. 1 emote for weisskitsu. There you go. Very cute, very cute. And with 4 minutes to spare, too. Koto, hi! Hello, friends. Love the Halloween Kuwa and Bihun. Yeah! You can even toggle my head on and off. If you would like. It's a channel point redeem thing. So for the next emote, we're gonna be working on Nyanimoo's emote. They want something like this, but instead of that, it's a swear word, but with an asterisk instead of the U. Okay. But since this is an emote, maybe I'll just make the characters smaller. So let's see. Let's see what we can do. I'm just gonna increase the spacing between the asterisk. And we're done. Since we still have 3 minutes to spare, I'm just gonna quickly go back to the other emotes and add in the highlights of the hair. So I forgot. Okay, phew, crisis averted. Now we have highlights for all of the emotes that we've done so far. I didn't know you had a Discord, so I'm totes joining. Yippee! Yay! The onboarding is a bit strict though, so just be patient with it. It's a timed thing. There's instructions there, so you should be fine. Now that we've done 3 emotes, we're gonna go ahead and make redeyedarmor's emote. It's a different character altogether, but let's do our best. Also, I just realized that it's been 4 emotes wherein the characters have big ears. Do not deign to understand Triple Triad, right? It's an enigma to all. I have FF8 but I never played it. Yeah, me too. Well, I did. I tried playing it because they have a version of they have a Switch version, like an HD version of like FF8. I have it because it's bundled with FF7, I think. But I still never got to wrap my head around it. Why did you choose the yellow Pikmin for the icon for your Pikmin noise? I do love the yellow Pikmin. It's my favorite Pikmin. Big ears. Also electricity proof. And also back in the Pikmin 1 days, they're the only Pikmin who can carry the bombs. Very OP Pikmin, I think. Although it really is annoying if they go into water. That's the blue Pikmin's job, to be waterproof. There you go. Now that's an emote. I like the white one because it feels like it has evil energy. Oh yeah, they're the poison ones. The only Pikmin game that I played is Pikmin 3. Yeah, that's actually really good. Because with Pikmin 3, you get to switch between 3 captains, which I think is really nice. And it really practices your multitasking skills. 4 is really good too. It was a worth it wait. Because I think we had to wait 10 years between Pikmin 3 and 4. So anyway, now that's redeyedarmor's emote. Now let's go to Jessie Jet's emote. Finally, one with human ears. Just kidding. They're like the odd one out for today's set, but that's fine. Because I think their character design is cool. Simple, memorable, clean. Clean lines. And they want like this Jerry emote, which I think is really cool. Funny. The Tagalog words on the emote means, oh, this is an idol or something like that. Maybe we'll make the emote smaller so we can fit in the thumb pointing. There you go. Wow! Now that's another emote. I'm pretty proud of it. I think the expression is really cute. And that's an emote for Jessie Jet. With 2 minutes to spare, actually. So now for the last one, we're gonna be making an emote for PuniiBeans, which, fun fact, also one of my upcoming VTuber children. They want this panicked emote with like the fist on the banging on the glass or something like that. So we're just gonna go ahead and make a quick draft. How many children do you have? 0. But if you're talking about VTuber children, I have a lot actually now, because I have GIFTuber children and also VTube Studio model children. The VTube Studio model children, I can count it on one hand. Currently I have 2. And I have 3 coming. And then once there's progress with my other full-type VTuber model, then that'll be a 6th one in total for my entire VTuber career. Are you able to tell us how old you are? No, I am not able to. You don't ask a lady their age. You don't ask an anime girl their age. But what's important is that I am of legal age. That's all you need to know. And why do I get back and hear you say you're of legal age? What happened? Somebody asked me my age. Don't ask anime girls their age. That's okay. Legal age implies the existence of illegal age. Yeah, totally, right? What? Like, if you're a minor, it'll be illegal for you to do certain things, like consume alcohol. I need to see if we're actually neighbors, so not doing anything or being rude or whatever. I just want to know how close do you live to the Alberta and Saskatchewan border. I haven't got my maps memorized yet, but I think I'm in the middle of Alberta. I don't know where Saskatchewan is yet. Is it on the upper? Because Alberta is a rectangle shape, right? Is it on the upper side of Alberta or no? Left. Someone make Kuwa play GeoGuessr? No! I can't! But I think I'm in the center-ish of Alberta. So probably not too close to Saskatchewan, I think. I'll update you in a year once I got my map memorized. There's plenty of events throughout the year in Alberta. Maybe you can go. I don't know. I'm trying to manifest, but by manifest I mean bring myself to do research on how to guest at conventions. So hopefully next year I'll get to figure out how to do that and guest at least one convention. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What else? What else am I missing? Maybe I'll add a cute lens frame screen, and then we'll just erase this part, and then we'll just lower the opacity. And there you go! Now that's the last emote for today. For PuniiBeans, I live next to an ocean. Yeah, at least your wind isn't super dry. I used to actually. Ooh, awesome. So anyway, that's all the emotes for today. Now we're back to the last week of Inktober 2025, and we're gonna be starting with nullakorda's emote. And they requested me to make something similar to the emote that I made for Weiss last week. So we're gonna do just that. Also, Nulla! She's my child, my VTuber child. I'm pretty proud of the character design that we've come up with. We had a lot of iterations for the horns, I think, or a lot of choices back then, and we exchanged a lot of emails back in the day. I remember a YouTube short of you talking about a superstition of if you flip a whole fish while eating, you won't get married or something like that. Yeah, that was a while ago, huh? And the funny thing is, that post has a lot of views on YouTube shorts, but it's very dead on TikTok and Instagram. Algorithms for different websites are so funny because I posted a series of me breaking down my, what is it, VTuber model in short form, like how I made this and that. And the part where I talk about the rigging of my chest is very popular on TikTok. Even until now, I get comments from it. It's kind of tiring, actually. But it's very dead in other websites. But yeah, it's such a funny thing, the algorithm stuff. But also, at the same time, it could be a sad thing. Because what if I'm trying to promote my business and I need clients? So anyway, that's the emote that we have for nullakorda. I hope you like it. Yes, my mole that mirrors yours. Yeah! She's so cute. Yeah! I'm glad you like it. So now we're gonna be working on the TheKaitlynPlayz emote. And they want a bunk emote. I might have to decrease the size of the head again, but that's okay. The mask I usually wear is my true self because I'm too scared of showing more of my true self IRL. Faking a mask on the internet, while it's for safety reasons for some and also bullying reasons for others, me personally, I don't think I can do that. I don't know how to act, and the only thing I can do consistently online is to be myself. Because if I were to put on a bit, like a personality or like a VTuber lore style kind of speak, I don't think I'll be able to be consistent with it forever. Especially since I'm planning on doing this VTuber thing long term. Maybe I'll add a white border. Yes, there you go. I'll just crop this, like the square thing later, so all of these other excess details will be not seen anyway. Oh, just in time too. There you go, TheKaitlynPlayz. I hope you like it. And then I'll just send the final files later on, maybe this weekend, something like that. So for the next emote, we're gonna be making it for TempestDraconia. I might have to extend for this one, but let's do our best. How about the fingies? Also dark. Perfect. The shoulder as well, but only on the outer parts. Bunch of random patches of scales I had put on my skin so they have a black fade. Yeah! It's a pretty cool effect. I do like that character design trait. The gradient fingers, long nails, scales. I love that. That's why I have that. Well, not the gradient fingers, but the scales and long nails. I have that. Not gonna lie, if I didn't have to deal with like IRL associations and BS, I'd totally be tempted to do the like blackout tattoo, but fade in out of hands. Oh, yeah, blackout. Yeah, that's what it's called. I remember seeing a video of a tattoo artist for laughs, wherein they're tattooing a person, a blackout tattoo, but they still have a reference picture of just their iPad screen being all black. I'm doing this tattoo, but I know it's a blackout, but I still need my references. Kinda like that. I think it's pretty funny. I've done it! Now that's an emote for TempestDraconia. Yeah! I think she's so cute too. Thank you for participating. Okay. Now for the next one, we'll be making jadelog's emote. And they want a head pat emote, will be totes adorbs. And then after this one, I'll take a break. I realized that it's my 4th emote, but I already announced that I'm gonna start, so start I shall. Also, I'm planning on making 7 emotes today, actually. So let's see if I'm gonna be able to do it, since apparently we've been running for nearly 2 hours already. What? Maybe I'll move her a bit to the left. A little bit to the left. I did say a little bit, so 1, 2. And there you go! Now that's a head pat emote for jadelog. And I think it turned out pretty cute. So now, we're gonna be on our, what is this? 5th emote? Yeah, 5th emote. And this time it's for Alesseia from Blue Sky. And they want like this hummufa face. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And since I illustrate my characters facing left, I'm gonna make this character face left as well. Why? I don't know, I just find it easier to illustrate characters facing this way. That's like an artist curse, I guess. The liquify tool looks so useful, it makes me wish I could swap to Clip Studio. What are you using right now anyway? Is it Paint Tool Sai? I think when it comes to Clip Studio, if you're thinking about the price, it goes on sale every so often anyway. Because I got my Clip Studio copy for 2 digits. I forgot what it was, probably 50, I don't know. I got it on sale many years ago and I haven't updated to the latest of the latest Clip Studio Paint, but let's face it, it's not like I use all of the features anyway, so I'm okay with the version that I have. Because before Clip Studio Paint, I was using Paint Tool Sai and also Procreate on the iPad, but that was a long time ago. Paint Tool Sai 2.0. Oh yeah, they have 2.0. I would like to use a program with more tools like CSP, but I worry I'm too used to Sai. The transition might be hard. Coming from me, a Sai user before, I think the transition isn't too bad. You can set the shortcut keys if you have custom, and it controls like Photoshop as well, and Clip Studio, what do you call this? Paint Tool Sai controls like Photoshop if I remember, but it's totally up to you. As long as you're still able to draw how you want, it should be fine. Really? Paint Tool Sai doesn't have liquify? Huh, interesting. Then again, from what I've seen before, I think Clip Studio Paint is the only one with the most intuitive liquify tool for an art drawing program. Like, I can liquify tool folders, not just individual layers, which I think is really impressive. It was very laggy on my laptop though, and of course it's gonna be laggy if you have multiple layers in one folder, so of course, limitations and stuff. Yeah, okay, there you go. Yippee! I'm sorry I went over timer, thank you once again. It's okay! It's more of a me thing at this point. For Polaris Nova 31VT's emote, they said that they wanted something cute. Maybe sort of like a Puss in Boots kinda style, but instead of sad, it's like happy. In a pose that's similar to them showing their face. Hold on, so it's like, I want big eyes. I haven't done the circle eyes yet, so I'll do that. So you are a binger, yeah. I like to binge. Well, not really. I usually only get to watch my TV shows over lunchtime. Sometimes we are able to watch 2 episodes of anything at a time, 2 to 3. So it's kind of a bummer if we've already been caught up and it's not yet done, actually. So I prefer to wait for it to be finished. These days, anyway. But back in the day, back in my day, woo, I do have a tendency to binge. I'm with you there, Kuwa, right? I usually just watch things over lunchtime. What's Botox, Kuwa? It's the paper scuffed model that I created from the charity event that we did not too long ago. And then later on, I carried that same terminology over for when my camera stops working. And then my model is just frozen in place, but my mouth is still moving, hence Botox Kuwa. But surprisingly, my camera hasn't malfunctioned in a while. And hopefully it stays that way. But now that I mentioned it, it might happen, but, you know. Such is what is it, karma? When you mention something and then it happens, that's why you do the knock on wood thing. Na na na, ting ting ting. Knock on wood. Hopefully my camera won't die on me today. So that's the emote for Polaris Nova. Yippee! It's called Jinx. There you go. When you say something that comes true, it's called a jinx. Oh. Then karma is when you do something bad and you're like, I'll be fine, and then something bad happens to you. Is that what it is? The next and final emote that we're gonna be working on is for ArdynKilik. They want a comfy emote. Conveniently enough, they have a hoodie. So I'm just gonna use that same hoodie's shape to make the blankie emote. And then when it comes to me, yeah, movies make me cry, happy news make me cry. But so far on stream, I do my best to hold it in, even though I just said that this is a crying safe space. I'm just shy. I did cry during Spiritfarer though, so that counts. What I'm saying is, it's okay to cry. I cry at like everything, right? Me too. How cozy! Yippee! Burrito! Totally, right? Yee! And now we've completed our very last emote for today, and it's for ArdynKilik. Yippee! And with that in mind, that's all the time that I have left for today's stream and also for Inktober. Thank you so much for joining me and for, for chatting and for hanging out and for the raids and for the follows. I truly appreciate you folks at home interacting with my stream and also sharing with me tidbits about your life and me sharing tidbits about my life, exchange, social bonding and all that stuff. And thank you so much for your patience and for your understanding when I stutter and all that stuff, How was that? I'm pretty proud of how all the emotes turned out. I did a lot of timer extensions during stream, and it took me a while to edit this video though. But if you made it this far into the video, thank you for sticking around, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and tell your friends about my art, animations, and streams. Once again, I'm Kuwa Go the Owl, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!